Hello out there, you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear, listening into another 3DS Game Ideas video. And this time I'm going to be talking about Boktai, the series, more or less, rather than just the first game to the series, which is Boktai, Boktai 2, Boktai 3, and Lunar Nights, which was on the 3DS. I would love to see this series, not 3DS, on the DS, wow. I would love to see this series actually get redone and utilize the technology within the 3DS. And here's my cat walking by making noise. Utilize the technology within the 3DS in order to simulate what the actual physical cartridges did on the GBA with the solar, the infrared solar reader or whatever the heck it was. I know it's infrared. They used it to draw in like the sunlight and everything, and you used it to power up your characters. Your character, the Solar Boy Django, like that was his name, right? Okay. I honestly would like to see them bring that concept back, but instead of going through the trouble of making a specialized cartridge, they could just make the 3DS cart and then utilize the cameras on the 3DS to collect light. But instead of it just being solar energy, let it be like any sort of light source. Like, so if you turn on the light in the house, it'll draw in energy that way. Or like when the light hits the camera registers it, and then it starts filling up your solar energy in the games. I would love to see that happen, because one, I think that this series, even though it was it reviewed pretty well, with the exception, I think, of Game Informer magazine, because they didn't like it for some reason. I could see this being one of those kind of like remasters that they could do and be like a little sleeper hit and put it out on the 3DS, and it'd be awesome. And personally, I never actually got a chance to play the games. It's just like I've only been able to read about them and see screenshots and stuff like that, and I'm not going to go on YouTube and like watch a playthrough, because I don't want to watch a playthrough of the game. I actually just want to play it myself. But they could do a remastered version for the 3DS that includes utilizing the 3D on the 3DS models that have it. And I mean, it's not like 2DSs don't have cameras on them. They do. They just don't do the 3D element of the 3DS. So it wouldn't be a big deal to really make the game for that platform, like, because it would work. And again, utilizing the cameras for all of that instead of making a specialized cartridge to do the exact same thing, I think it would be cool. And it would actually be worth the time to do it. And on top of that, I mean, you have multiple different ways that you can connect this game to the internet, so hey, why not? And utilize I think it was Lunar Nights that had multiplayer. I don't remember if the original 3 for the GBA did have multiplayer. I don't think they did, in all honesty. I think that they were single players, with the exception of I think Boktai 2 linking to one of the Battle Network games for like a Shadow Man battle with Mega Man.exe and the Django. That's about all I can remember from that as far as multiplayer for those. But you don't exactly need to have that. I mean, it would be a nice experience for it to be there, but it's not a necessity. So, crap. Half tired. I would just like to see it happen. I think it would be pretty cool to put it back out, and I know Konami could make some money off of it. As much as I'm disliking how they've been, they still do have a great line of games that they can utilize and bring back. And Boktai is one of those series that I would love to see make a resurgence and get a remaster, and maybe even have like a sequel to Lunar Nights. Or maybe I think there was a sequel to the first Lunar Nights. I gotta kind of look. I'm not sure. I don't think. No, there wasn't a follow-up to Lunar Nights. Okay, so get a Lunar Nights 2. That would actually be really cool. So, but that's it. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, please enjoy your games and peace out.